Hi, thanks for agreeing to participate in this interview.
Sure.
As I mentioned when we scheduled this time, our community leaders are really interested in the perceptions that bike commuters have, and that's because they're looking for ways to encourage more bicycle ridership in the community, and that's part of the community's larger commitment to the environment. And we'll be talking to at least 30 bike commuters like you, and we will prepare a short report summarizing the feedback from all these interviews, and that information will likely be presented at a city council meeting. But we'll be sure not to include your name or any personal information in that data. And I have about 6 questions, and I'll be sure to keep to our time limit of less than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Do you have any questions right now?
No.
Okay. And are you still willing to be interviewed?
Sure.
Great. So I'd like to record our conversation today just so I make sure I accurately capture all your comments. Is it okay if I record with this audio recorder?
That's fine.
Okay. Great. So the first question is, how long have you been commuting by bicycle to work?
About 10 years.
Okay. And how long is your commute each way?
It's about 4 miles at my current job, and it was about 8 miles before that.
Okay. And on average, about how many days a week do you commute to work by bike?
Probably 3, and more when it's summertime and less in wintertime.
Okay. And so what factors help you decide if you're going to commute to work that day?
The biggest one is probably the weather, but right after that is what's going on at work.
Okay.
Meetings and having to drive somewhere to see somebody.
Okay. Great. And so you mentioned you've been commuting by bike to work for about 10 years. What are some of the benefits that you perceive to commuting to work?
The best is probably the exercise, and a good way to wake up in the morning and cool down in the afternoon after a long day.
Great. Can you give an example of a time when you might remember when you especially noted that benefit?
I guess like every Friday coming home from work after a long week, it's a nice extra release at the end of the day.
Nice. Okay.
So that counts.
Yeah. What are some challenges to commuting to work by bike?
Let's see, the clothes and food is kind of a funny one, but a big one of what you can wear at work and how long the ride is if you have to change, and then where there is to change and take a shower if you need to at the office. And if there's food nearby so you can eat a lunch without having to go too far. Okay.
Okay. Can you give a specific example of when you noted this challenge, or?
I guess we come back to meetings. If you have meetings with clients or something, you need to wear nicer clothes. You have to figure out how to get in there and how to clean up when you get there.
Okay. What about anything related to more the route to work, or the roads that you need to take to get there, or the community?
Yeah, so that's a big one, is the route to work. If it's busy roads and there's no bike lane, then that would be a pretty big factor in the decision making whether to go or not. Okay. And that makes it much easier or more difficult if you don't have a good route.
Okay. Okay. We've talked about your experience. Now let's turn to thinking about the larger community. In your opinion, what do you think would encourage others to commute to bike by bike to work?
As a start, having a good way to get there, a good path. In my current ride is I only have to cross one little neighborhood street, and then it's all bike path the whole way. It goes under the neighborhoods. It makes it really easy, so it's fast and safe. It doesn't feel like you're crossing the roads. Okay. So that's a big one. Okay.
Anything else you can think of?
No, I don't think so. I think the route is a really big one. You don't have to ride on busy streets, and that opens the door. Okay.
Great. So those are all my questions. Do you have any other additional comments that you wanted to relate about your experience as a bike commuter?
No, other than it's nice not driving a car. The other factor. Yeah. That's it.
Great. Thanks.